She never says it, not directly. She might smile when you walk into the room. She might laugh at your jokes a little too hard, even when they're not that funny. She might find excuses to be near you, to touch your arm, to ask random little questions that don't really matter, but somehow always seem to lead back to you. And yet, when you try to read her, it's like decoding a puzzle with missing pieces. One moment she's warm, the next she's cold. One moment it feels like she's into you. The next she's unreadable, mysterious, out of reach. And you start questioning yourself. Am I seeing signs that aren't there? Is she just friendly? Or is she hiding something she's scared to admit, even to herself? Here's the uncomfortable truth that most men never learn. When a woman is secretly crazy about you, she doesn't shout it from the rooftops. She doesn't confess it like in the movies. She guards it, protects it, and instead of saying it, she shows it. But the way she shows it isn't loud, it's subtle, it's hidden in her psychology, in the way she moves, speaks, looks at you when she thinks you're not paying attention. It's hidden in the quiet little moments where her true emotions slip past her defenses. And if you're not trained to see it, you'll miss it, just like most men do. Because attraction, real, soul deep attraction, doesn't always start with fireworks. It starts in the silent spaces, in the hidden micro-expressions, in the way she pauses before answering a simple question, or how her energy shifts when you're around. It's buried beneath layers of hesitation, fear, ego, and vulnerability. And here's the craziest part. The more she tries to hide it, the more it leaks out in ways she can't control. This isn't about playing games or decoding texts. This is about reading what's real, what's raw, what lives underneath the surface of her carefully composed exterior. This is about recognizing the 3 psychological signals that women display only when they're secretly, deeply, sometimes even maddeningly crazy about you. You're about to see what most men never see. You're about to step into a new level of emotional awareness, one where her silence becomes your clarity and her hesitation becomes your advantage. Because once you understand these 3 hidden signs, you'll no longer chase women who aren't into you. You'll start attracting the ones who already are, even if they're too afraid to admit it. Let's dive in. Attraction, real attraction, is rarely obvious. It doesn't look like the movies. There's no dramatic music playing, no sudden confessions, no perfect lighting. In real life, it's messy, it's silent, it's complicated, especially when she's trying to hide it. Maybe she's in a relationship already. Maybe she doesn't want to look desperate. Maybe she doesn't even fully understand her own feelings yet. But somewhere deep inside, her mind is spinning every time you walk into the room. She overthinks every word she says around you. She remembers tiny things you've said, things you don't even remember saying. She plays it cool on the outside, but her heart betrays her on the inside. The truth is, most women won't come right out and say, "I'm into you," not because they're playing games, but because they're scared. Scared of rejection, scared of being too vulnerable, scared you might not feel the same. So instead, they drop clues, emotional fingerprints, micro signals that only the emotionally intelligent man will notice. Not the guy who's always chasing or begging for attention, but the man who's calm, grounded, observant. The stoic, the one who doesn't need to force attraction because he knows how to read it when it's already there. And here's what most men miss. A woman who's secretly crazy about you is constantly in conflict with herself. Her desire pulls her in, but her fear holds her back. So her behaviour becomes erratic. She might tease you one day and avoid you the next. She might compliment you but never message first. She might act annoyed when really she's just trying to cover up the fact that she can't stop thinking about you. But no matter how hard she tries to suppress it, her body, her eyes, her voice will betray her. And today, you're going to learn to spot it. Because beneath every glance, every silence, every random comment, there's a message, a pulse of attraction. And once you see the signs, you can't unsee them. You'll know with absolute certainty when she's truly, deeply into you, even if her words say otherwise. These are the 3 hidden psychological signs that she's not just flirting, she's emotionally hooked. And sign number 3 is the one that will blow your mind. Most men think it means she's losing interest, but it actually means she's struggling not to fall harder. So if you're tired of guessing, if you're done chasing mixed signals, and if you're ready to finally decode the hidden world of female desire, let's break this down step by step, because after today, you won't just notice when she's into you, you'll feel it before she even realizes it herself. Sign number 1, she mirrors you. Without even realizing it, you walk into a room, sit down with calm posture, and moments later, she subtly shifts to match your energy. You rest your hand on your chin. A minute later, so does she. You start speaking more slowly, and her voice unconsciously lowers to your rhythm. Now, here's the powerful truth most men miss. When a woman mirrors your behavior, body language, tone, and even breathing patterns, it's not mimicry, it's emotional alignment. It's her subconscious mind trying to say, I feel connected to you. I want to be part of your world. I'm drawn to you, even if I don't fully understand why. Scientists call this limbic resonance. When 2 people's emotional states start to sync, outside of conscious control, it's one of the strongest indicators of deep unspoken attraction. Why? Because it bypasses logic. It bypasses words. It goes straight into the primal core of her emotional wiring. It's not always obvious. She won't exaggerate it like in a movie. But if she starts adopting your phrases, your humour, even your subtle gestures, she's not doing it on purpose. She's feeling something so emotionally magnetic that her entire system starts to imitate you, just to stay in rhythm with your presence. That's not a coincidence. That's emotional chemistry, leaking through her behaviour. And if you've seen this in a woman, know this: she's not just comfortable around you. She's intimately tuned in. And most likely, she's already emotionally invested, far more than she'll ever admit out loud. Sign number 2, she accidentally keeps showing up around you. Let's be brutally honest. When a woman wants nothing to do with a man, she vanishes. She avoids him. She doesn't return texts. She doesn't laugh at his jokes. She certainly doesn't show up where he is by accident. But when a woman is secretly crazy about you, even if she doesn't say it, even if she acts chill and detached, she finds a way to stay near you. You'll notice it when she's suddenly just there. At the cafe you visit, at your friend's party, at the gym at the same time. And when you ask, "Oh, I didn't know you'd be here." But her eyes betray her. She knew. Here's what's really happening. Her desire is fighting with her pride. She doesn't want to appear desperate. She doesn't want to chase. But she also can't resist being near your energy. Because when she's near you, she feels something. That chemistry, that tension, it makes her heart race. Her thoughts spiral. Her imagination run wild. So instead of confessing her feelings, she creates proximity. She places herself in your orbit without ever fully entering your world. She wants to be chosen, not rejected, desired, not dismissed. So she plays it safe. She plays it smart. But the desire, that's not going away. Every time she accidentally runs into you, she's sending you a silent message. I want more, but I need you to lead. Sign number 3, her emotions around you. Swing like a pendulum, and this means she's deeply invested. This is the sign that shocks most men, and they misread it completely. A woman who's secretly crazy about you won't always be sweet, flirty, or romantic. In fact, sometimes she'll seem frustrated, cold, moody. She'll pull back, say she's not interested, act like she doesn't care. And the average man, he assumes she's over him, he gives up. But the high-value man, the emotionally aware man, understands the truth. She's not disinterested. She's conflicted because you've triggered something real inside her, something that makes her heart pound faster, something that makes her question her own logic, her own plans, even her own identity. And when a woman feels this kind of pull, it terrifies her. So her emotions swing. One day, she's texting you non-stop. The next, she goes quiet. One night, she's laughing at everything you say. The next, she avoids eye contact. One moment, she's asking deep questions. The next, she's pulling back, saying, I don't want anything serious. This isn't manipulation. It's not a game. It's the raw human experience of being emotionally vulnerable and not knowing what to do with it. If you chase her during this swing, she'll feel overwhelmed and retreat. If you pull away completely, she'll feel abandoned. But if you stay calm, grounded, unmoved, she'll begin to feel what very few men ever give her, emotional safety. And once a woman feels emotionally safe with a man she's already crazy about, the walls drop, the mixed signals stop, the confusion fades, and suddenly she begins to pursue you. Because now it's not just attraction, it's trust. And trust is the true gateway to intimacy. So now you know. These aren't just signs. They're not little quirks or random coincidences. They're emotional signals, quietly pulsing beneath the surface, revealing something most women would never dare say out loud. She's drawn to you, she thinks about you, and she's caught in that sweet, torturous space between wanting more and being terrified you don't feel the same. When she mirrors your tone, your gestures, your rhythm, it's her subconscious begging to stay connected to you. When she accidentally keeps running into you, it's her quiet attempt to feel close without risking rejection. And when her emotions swing wildly around you, that's not a red flag. It's a sign that you matter more than she ever expected. But here's the secret most men never figure out. What you do with these signs is everything. You can ignore them, doubt them, write them off, and she'll eventually retreat. Or you can lead, not by chasing, not by pressuring, but by being present, unshakable, calm, like the stoic man she secretly hopes you are. Because when a woman is emotionally spinning, she's not looking for a man to join her in the chaos. She's looking for a man who becomes her anchor. And if you can become that man, the one who understands female psychology, who moves with confidence and speaks with purpose, you don't just attract her, you awaken something deep in her she didn't even know existed. So now, it's your move. If this resonated with you and you're ready to unlock the deeper side of female attraction, not just pickup lines or tricks, but real psychological insight, then subscribe now to Stoic Paradox. Because every week I'll show you how to decode the unspoken language of female desire, so you can become the man who doesn't beg for attention,